Hey everyone, welcome back. Jojo here with
Shruti here.
Seedhe Maut and Sez On The
Yes,
Beat.
Urti Urti Maina aa chuki hai. The number of reels I have been just while scrolling, like avoiding, trying to avoid. Every time I would see this animation ka, not stories, like general people making reels and idhar udhar ka like stories and stuff, like stories show up on like, maybe it's a double upload, I don't know. I was just scrolling and suddenly I'd see like a hashtag, Seedhe Maut. I was like, nahi, aage badho. Before, like, you know, you'll end up listening to something and then you're like, nahi. And then this visual, you know, jo abhi bhi dikh raha hai, I didn't know that this visual was associated to the song. So I began watching something and then somebody said, Seedhe Maut. Immediately I like literally like dropped my phone. I was like, no, I will not till we've not seen it here properly. So yeah.
Good.
Good.
No,
I'm ready.
we reacted to Tokya. That I think they dropped that before the album dropped, and then the album dropped, and everyone's like, cover the album, cover the album. You all know how well we managed to complete albums, especially Seedhe Maut. They're gonna kill me. But guys, it's not for any reason like that. It's just too much. This one has 17 songs. It has 17 songs. How are you and I gonna we record once a week and we have to record all this.
And hello, how are we going to wait for that long? Can not listen to any of the songs and just keep it. Nahi, mujhse nahi hoga.
I know, now we can't.
मैं देख रही हूँ आज.
Yeah, you know what we'll do. So when a project like this releases, if we are not able to do like a special listening session, which we might be able to accommodate and make exceptions for in the future, but if we can't, we'll just hear the thing offline, because we are also dying. You guys don't understand. We are also dying to listen to the music quickly. We don't want to wait for months to get to every song. So we'll then do our homework, listen to it offline, and then we'll just on the day that we record, the day of the week, that day we'll sit and we'll just talk about the songs and do a review. You know, we can do it like that. You know? Yeah, it's easier. So
and having said that, if there are some specific songs which you guys feel कि नहीं ये वाला तो बाकी आप सुन लो, लेकिन ये वाला तो please just react. For those, send in request. Yeah, you know, and those we'll make sure that we don't listen to it offline. Yeah. So I think that way, even because then full like guilt tripping happens, like, oh, emotional whatever things happen, blackmail. Yes. And then I'm like, मैंने क्या किया? Like, I can't do it. Okay, anyway, so just, you know, adding stress to my life all the time. Maina kya kiya? Don't be like that. Let's get back to Maina released with I think it's a lyrical video or like an animated video. It's song 6 on the album. So now this is the second one we're getting to. And let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, ready. Nothing to say. 1, 2, 3, play.
दर्द मुझे मरम दे भेज में है खादी लाख आवाज सो नहीं पाता हूँ मैं पूरी रात फिर भी उठ नहीं पाता हूँ मैं पलंग से शर्म कर शरण दे दीमक काटे मेरे बदन पे पर जग नहीं खाता है इस कलम पे है सीखा अगर मैंने लेना कुछ वो है सीखा लेना काम सबर से तेरे सॉरी के आगे एक मगर है भरोसा है तुझ पे हमेशा से लेकिन तू गाती नहीं है ये गलत है छपा है ये मेरी शक्ल में है खुशी नहीं तेरी चहक में जब से नानू नहीं है साथ बगल में मेरा बचपन गया छुट छिट छिट लेकिन घड़ी चले जाए टिक 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 डर करता है मुझे विकसित पीछे से एक आवाज चीखती है जो तू अब भी नहीं आएगी तो खुद गर्ज है तू मेरी हालत देख तुझे शर्म नहीं आती मेरी हाथ की लकीरें मेरे हाथ में नहीं है तू सब जानती है फिर भी नहीं गाती अब जो है वो है क्या करें कब तक खुद ही से लड़े नहीं थे हम कभी भी सगे था मैं तेरे भरोसे पर तू थी जहाँ से परे जहाँ रहना है वहाँ जाके रहे हमें आगे काफी बढ़ चुके जिंदगी में पर मायने थे तेरे हमेशा बड़े पर तू चुप है तो हम क्या करें का
तो किसके पैरों तले जमी भी मेरे इन कानों
के लिए तेरा गुस्सा भी गीत है बोला तुझे मैंने दर्द बतीत है पर आगे करा खुद ही फक अप एक और मैं करा पर मैं ना सुना दे कुछ एक लोरी जो सीधे मिटा दे दुख सुर ऐसा जो मुझे दिखा दे सुख हाँ सबने गाने से ही टोका या हाँ तेरी चुप्पी बोले भाई हर जगह मिला साला धोखा या तेरी चुप्पी बोले भाई ठीक है तो मेरे लिए ना गा ये गाना पर अपने लिए गा तू और होगा जब पूरा तो मुझे सुनाना साथ फूकेंगे घास फूस और तुझे क्या पड़ा क्या बोले जमाना ये सब है कि झाटू तो मैं ना तू फिर से सुना दे कुछ एक लोरी जो दिल को दबा दे हूँ बेसब्र आखिर कोई इसको मना लो मैं पीछे पड़ा मैं ना गाना मैंने काटी ठाना मैंने बोली मैं ना माना हारो तू भी ढीठ है मैं ना माना मैंने करे फक अप है ना पर भी मौका तो दे सारे मुखौटों को फेंक के तू जैसी तू ही है एक इस धुन को तू खुद में समेट के मैं ना गाना मैं ना तू का दे मैं ना तू का दे मैं ना तू का दे
Sez on the beat, boy.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sez on the Beat. So just like another level, Seedhe Maut. I have danced on their songs. I have jumped and like gotten super excited and like done all that. But I don't think I've cried like this in any of their songs. And it's like the first time when one is watching it and they just, what a beautiful story. And so simply put, and beautiful storytelling, beautiful animation, the idea, the thought behind it, and the way they expressed it. It is such a simple thought. It's heartbreaking and yet heartwarming. Very nicely done. Like just everyone associated with this song. This was so beautiful. It was a treat to watch it. And okay,
You guys have just.
I loved the song also. Like just separately away from the video, I just absolutely loved the song as well. Like if you just listen to it as is, and the way it's talking about the, you know, there are so many times when Maina became about Maina, like Maina, whatever, and then Maina switched to the bird Maina, and then just the way that kept shifting perspective from one to another, and the way the whole song came together. It's a masterpiece. It's a beautiful song done stunningly.
Yeah.
I just.
I was not expecting this at all. At all. I'm gonna remember this song forever. Like this, like the first time you hear something that hits you so hard, you always remember that time, right? And I remember every time a song has made me break down while watching it. So yeah, I'm just the second it started, I heard the singing voice and I was surprised because I was like, I don't think we've heard a singing voice from either of them.
Yeah.
And then it just immediately started weaving this tale, this story, and you got pulled into the visual of it and the lyrics, and I had the CC on. okay, who is behind the video? Directed by Nisha Vasudevan,
Yeah.
and you, and like animated by Studio Sideline. You guys have just
Animation team
surpassed.
is Derek, Dominic D'Souza, Pritham Gunalan, Sailesh Gopalan, Vaibhav Singh.
You guys, all of you are just artists par excellence. I can't even tell you how strongly this video hits. It's just yeah. So thank you.
And animation itni realistic bhi nahi hai. You know, like normally we're also used to very realistic animations, but the story, the expressions, and the way one thing has led to another, it is so strong that you don't need, like, the entire narrative is coming across entirely. Like one is not missing anything. It's just
like, I don't know if, oh sorry, you frozen. Oh, you,
no, that's okay. Keep speaking. Yeah.
This is exactly what you said when you started. We've like headbanged and we've danced and we've just freaking, I've like worked out to their songs and I've loved their crazy flows and everything. This is the first time that they've made me just completely shamelessly bawl on camera, and I don't even care. You know, it's just, if you cannot just let go and really feel the song, then there's no point listening to the music. But I did not expect this vibe from them. I did not expect this from Sez. And they are freaking hell. They're storytellers in this really deep, yet simple, yet hard-hitting, yet forcing you to think sort of way. Like there's a mishmash of all these awesome things happening emotionally to you as a listener when you're going through this song. It's so hard to put into words, the journey the song takes you on emotionally. It's just so hard. And seeing that bird and I was just thinking that, yes, the bird is like shitting on you every time, but that's good luck, right? I kept thinking that thought in my head. Like I kept thinking it and I'm like, why is he pissed off? It's good luck. She's blessing him. She's like, sending him love her way. He's not getting it. And it was irritating me. And I was like, oh my God, how many times do we block?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's like, but what I'm trying to say is, how many times do we not understand the blessings that are coming towards us or the love that is coming towards us, and we just block it? It's so stupid. So beautifully shown and told in the song, but also the actual character whose voice they are both playing.
yeah.
There were lines. Do you want to go over the lyrics once? Because there were
I would love to. Yes, please.
Because it was very...
Because also the story was so hard-hitting that many times you're listening to the lyrics, but the story itself was so... The lyrics were like kind of supporting the story that we were seeing, and the story became center stage. Whereas I know that when I listen to this song, there's going to be a completely different side that will come out even within the song. It's very difficult now to disassociate the visual that we have seen from the song that we're going to listen to, but I'm sure that it exists,
That tree came back in the end and then it panned out.
And that was beautiful. Like now it's making me rethink that if every video that they come up with, and if all of it kind of, comes back to the same visual of their artwork, and how the different stories are merging within, very smartly executed, very nicely done.
And now I can see why like their album sort of launch invites were with these bonsai trees. Did you see those on Instagram? They sent them.
No, I didn't see those. That's amazing.
So they had this big box and it opened and all four sides fell off, and it was a bonsai in a pot.
Bonsai tree.
And that was the invite to the album launch. So I thought that was really cute. Now it's making sense to me why this tree plays such an important
I'm going to cry just on that idea. That's such a wonderful idea.
I'll send you the picture later. I know. I was like, I want. I love bonsai trees. But beautiful. So let's see the lyrics. Maina tu gaade agar, verse 1 encore. चरम पे पहुंचा दर्द मुझे मरहम दे, भेजे भेजे में है खाती लाख आवाज, सो नहीं पाता हूँ मैं पूरी रात, फिर उठ नहीं पाता हूँ मैं पलंग से, शर्म कर शरण दे. This I thought was going into that zone of like anxiety and depression, and someone who's just
Oh, I
not at
looked at it as
peace.
loss. Yeah, I
Okay.
looked at it as like when there's a loss, when you've lost a very loved one,
Mm.
and you keep remembering them, but they don't exist anymore, and you kind of keep thinking about them, and the voices keep coming. I mean, I looked at it from that,
Okay.
but yours, I mean, it also could be that.
Yeah, it's open to interpretation. Everyone will interpret
Yeah.
it in their own way because
Differently,
it's very
yeah.
like he's like I am पहुंचा दर्द मुझे चरम पे पहुंचा दर्द मुझे मरम दे. So there's someone who's in pain for whatever reasons. No?
Yeah, yeah.
शर्म कर शरण दे, दीमक काटे मेरे बदन पे, पर जंक नहीं खाता है इस कलम पे. जंग है सीखा अगर मैंने लेना कुछ, वो है सीखा लेना कान सब्र से, लेना काम सब्र से. तेरे सॉरी, यहाँ पे स्पेलिंग्स, तेरे सॉरी के आगे एक मगर है, भरोसा है तुझ पे हमेशा से, लेकिन तू गाती नहीं है, ये गलत है. और छापा है ये मेरी शक्ल में, छपा है ये मेरी शक्ल में, है खुशी नहीं तेरी चहक में. ओ, जब से नानू नहीं है साथ बगल में, बचपन गया छूट शिट शिट शिट, लेकिन घड़ी लेकिन घड़ी चली जाए टिक टिक टिक. डर करता है मुझे विजिट, पीछे एक आवाज चीखती है दिस इज इट. जो तू अब भी नहीं आएगी तो खुद गर्ज है तू, मेरी हालत देख तुझे शर्म नहीं आती, मेरी हाथ की लकीरें मेरे हाथ में नहीं है, तू सब जाती है फिर भी नहीं गाती. अब माफ कर इज द एडलिब. अब जो है वो है, क्या करे, कब तक खुद ही से लड़े, नहीं थे हम कभी भी सगे, था मैं तेरे भरोसे पर तू थी जहां से परे. ओ, जहाँ पे रहना है वहां जाके रह, हम है आगे काफी बढ़ चुके. This was heartbreaking.
From here, yeah, this whole thing, of course, took a turn towards breakup, like
I
in
don't
my
need
head,
you,
like
go
somebody
away.
who's gone away from your
Yeah.
life. And, you're giving different references of things that you went through, around, in and around that breakup and what you're feeling. But so beautifully emoted. Wow. And written.
जिंदगी में पर मैंने थे तेरे हमेशा बड़े, पर तू चुप है तो हम क्या करें, गा. That's the ad lib. And then the chorus, Maina tu ga diya. The chorus bit and the music there was just, oh man. Says, okay, verse 2, calm. Maina tu ga de to खिसके पैरों तले जमी भी मेरे, इन कानों के लिए तेरा गुस्सा भी गीत है. Oh, this is now the guy turned old na in the video by the time this came in.
Yeah.
इन कानों के लिए तेरा गुस्सा भी गीत है, बोला
Kept
तुझे
waiting and turned old.
मैंने दर्द अब अतीत है, पर आगे करा खुद ही कप, एक और हूँ मैं गलत, पर मैं ना सुना दे कुछ, एक लोरी जो सीधे मिटा दे दुख. This is not gonna be easy. Shit. Bloody visual keeps coming to my mind. Okay. सुर ऐसा जो मुझे दिखा दे सुख, हाँ सबने I have too much of a lump in my throat, so I can't talk. One sec. Okay. सुर ऐसा जो मुझे दिखा दे सुख, हाँ सबने गाने से ही टोका, हाँ तेरी चुप्पी बोले वही, मैना 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 मैना, हर जगह मिला साला धोखा, ये तेरी चुप्पी बोले वही, मैना 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 मैना. ठीक है तो मेरे लिए ना गा ये गाना, पर अपने लिए गा तू, और होगा जब पूरा. Dude, man, this is like okay. और होगा जब पूरा.
It's okay. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take your time.
This is really sweet lines. Okay. और होगा जब पूरा तो मुझे सुनाना, साथ फूकेंगे घास फूस और तुझे क्या पड़ा क्या बोले जमाना ये सब है गे तो वैरा तू फिर से सुना दे कुछ एक लोरी जो दिल को दबा दे हूँ बेसबर आखिर कोई इसको मना लो मैं पीछे पड़ा मैं ना गाना मैं नी गाती थाना मैंने बोली मैं ना ओह वन सेकंड कोई इसको मना लो मैं पीछे पड़ा मैं ना गाना मैं नहीं गाती ठाना मैंने बोली मैं ना माना हार और तू भी ढीठ है मैं ना माना मैंने ओ और तू भी ढीठ है मैं ना माना मैंने करे फकअप है ना पर अभी मौका तो दे एक सारे मुखौटों को फेंक के तू जैसी तू ही है एक इस धुन को तू खुद में समेट के मैं ना गाना This is the album. Like, how are you going to listen to the rest of the song? We listen to them offline.
Quietly, alone,
yeah,
and away from a camera.
Yes,
That's how we're going to listen.
I can't do this on camera
album.
again. Yeah. I mean, if this is the level that they're bringing to the table, guys, I can't. This is so freaking special. This song, this video, everything, every line. I mean, I don't even care to talk about their flows or anything technical here because this is just an emotional.
It was perfect. There's nothing that one can talk about it. It was absolutely perfect.
Yes.
If anything can pull you and take you so into it, it can only happen when there were when everything was perfect. When everything just clicked in so perfectly that the only thing that remained was the way they made it, what they intended, and how it's translating. And I'm sure we aren't the only ones who are feeling like this. I am 100% sure.
Yes.
Like people who don't even watch animation, I'm sure are experiencing this song the way it is. It's too beautiful. It's very pure.
It's very pure.
And it has so many meanings. Like, the correlating is so hard.
So hard.
With I think so many kinds of emotions that there's no way. अगर आपको ऐसे feel नहीं हो रहा तो आपको ऐसे feel होगा. अगर आपने ये experience नहीं किया life में तो ऐसे किया होगा. And this song kind of covers all of that. Very, very, very well done. I'm so glad we heard this song today. Now it's like सब सुन सकती हूँ आज.
Exactly. Like I have to just say that I don't think I've been moved by a song in DHS this way. And it's been a while now since we've been listening and reacting. I am completely emotionally like a mess after this in a good way. Let me add that as well, because this is such an important song and it's gonna impact it's even the most like sucked lonely, as they say, even the hardest people will not be able to, not relate to the song or connect to the lines, because this is literally like on a level where you're talking to yourself or the person you love, like there are so many interpretations and ways of taking the Maina in your own personal life that this can have 100 interpretations for every individual. Every time they listen to it, they'll connect to it in a different way and with a different thought, and they'll vibe with a different line, and it'll stay, and it'll force you to dive deep, and it'll force you to think about yourself and your life and the things you've whatever experienced or taken for granted, not done, recovered from, not
there's another
from.
thing I want to add to that. Like on a very off thing, I was noticing that how usually hip-hop songs, especially in India, are considered not mainstream to the level. There's a very specific genre for them, and then there is that. Sorry, can you hear me? Or you're frozen?
No, I can.
At my end.
Oh, I'm not frozen here. You're not frozen. Oh, you are frozen now. Now you're back.
Sorry. I kept speaking because from my end it was perfectly fine, and then suddenly I saw that you're frozen. Yeah. So I just want to add another thing that, normally hip hop is considered very specific to one kind of a genre in India. Like, अगर एक film सिर्फ hip hop पे बनेगी तो वहां पे हमें गाने सुनने को मिलते हैं, or it'll be songs where the main song is going on and then hip hop will become like part of that song. And there are very like specific zones it gets divided into. This is kind of crossing over, like you can very easily call this one of those, moral stories like Panchatantra type, which goes into that आप बच्चों को भी ये कहानी सुना सकते हो जिसके अंदर hip hop use हो रहा है as a genre which is crossing boundaries. To my imagination, this song just did that.
Yeah.
Because now this can easily open up avenues where you can use hip hop as a communication form, as an art form, even in places where otherwise you thought, hey, we don't know if kids will listen to hip hop, or like really young kids, or we don't know if this kind of thing should fit into this kind of storytelling. Here, they've kind of crossed those borders, I also feel, which I think the impact, maybe some people are realizing, but like it just hit me right now that the impact of what that can mean for, hip hop music within India and what it can actually do.
Yeah.
Which is huge. I
agree. Absolutely. Well said, because this song is, and the video, it's a combination of both these things. It has smashed all the boundaries between genres or kind of music, or film music or non-film or independent. No, it doesn't freaking matter. It does not matter. This is a piece of art that should be shown to everyone, no matter what their age, profession, gender, whatever this needs to, or like music preferences, doesn't freaking matter. It's a masterpiece. It's absolute it's giving me great pride as well. It's making me feel like yes, art is alive and it's in great hands, and it is gonna smash everyone's prejudices. If this kind of work keeps getting created, it's gonna smash everyone's preconceived notions. It's gonna throw all the the misrepresentation out the door. It's gonna just literally, I feel like it's gonna shine a new light onto the music scene, not just hip hop. So it's giving me hope. It's giving me hope for that. So yes, absolutely well said. And you guys, Seedhe Maut, thank you. Sez, thank you. Nayaab is already hitting us in ways we didn't expect, and you've seen it. We have nothing else to say. I don't know how we're gonna complete this album and how many more videos are coming. If we could know, if somebody knows, let us know. If there are videos coming, we will wait to listen to those tracks so we can react to them. And the rest, I really now want to get to the album. I'm very like emotionally attached to it now already. Like I have to say this again, no song has hit me this way from the Desi hip hop scene before this. I'm just gonna listen to it and break down a couple hundred times more. So on that note, I think I'm
going to go and now listen to the song when there's no camera and actually allow myself to break down. I'm going to do that. So yeah.
DM me for your recommendations from this album, especially. Miss Bola's there on Instagram. Do support the channel and take care of yourselves. We'll see you in the next one. Live long and prosper.